I guess I'll start with saying thanks for the wonderful introduction, Chloe. Appreciate it. I will warn you, mine is slightly less heartfelt than the other two have been. A little bit more another avenue, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm Joe, for those that don't know, and I'm sort of Amy's best man, if you get those at lesbian weddings, but that's what I am. I've been told it's quite an honour to be asked, to be a best man. But Amy went about it asking me in a slight different way. She was like, Joe, Chloe's got 3 kind of wedding people, and I've got 2. Do you fancy being involved? Maybe be the best man or something like that. So yeah, it's nice to feel wanted. Now, I don't think any of you would argue with me when I say Amy's a fairly entertaining girl to be around. But, on occasion, yeah, sure, this is intentional and she's trying to have a laugh with you. But most of the time, it's so common to be laughing at her, let's be honest. And there's a running theme with just, for a quite intelligent girl, it's quite amazing just how stupid she can be. I'll just take you back to a story just to demonstrate this. We were both working together, I must have been about 17, 18 at the time. And we were, I think it may have been a 50th birthday party or anything. We were working for a catering company. And we had to decorate the place during the day. And we were on balloon duty. And we'd been given all these helium canisters to blow up all the balloons and just spread them around the place. But we got about halfway, and basically the helium ran out. So me thinking on my feet, I like to think I do, so, oh I know Amy, don't worry, we'll just fill them up with air. Amy's response was, Joe, we haven't got any air. Now, Amy as well, most of you would probably assume that she's one of the most sociable people that you've met. But the reality is, if you're not family, when you met her, you may have been drunk, or she works with you. She actually tries to avoid meeting people at every cost. It's just not her favourite thing to do. And there's a few examples throughout her life. Like when we were on holiday, on family holidays, you'd think the older sibling might step up. Like my dad's talking about the arm around the shoulder. I don't remember that. But no, she basically send me off and I'd have to make the friends, and then once it was safe, she would then approach. As she got a bit older, she went to university. Most kids really look forward to this, away from the parents, have a few drinks, go on nights out, etc. Amy spent the first month on the phone either crying or actually just driving back, avoiding it altogether. She'll tell you it's probably the best years of her life, probably up to now. Not this one, it's a wonderful year. But yeah, she just doesn't like meeting people. And my dad mentioned it earlier with her fainting spells at her job as a physio. Now most people, she'll have you believe that it was just the ailments of the patient, she can deal with it. But the reality is, my personal theory, she just doesn't like meeting people, and it was a good way out. Now, I've known, obviously, Amy my whole life, being 14 months older than me. She's always been there. And I don't have a lot against her now. Growing up, there were times when I wondered whose side it was, she was actually on. Because there was certainly no Siblings United vibe going on. Nothing like that. As hard as it is to believe, she was the golden child, until Beth got a bit older. I was the naughtier one, the one the parents were constantly trying to catch. But they weren't alone though, because they had their chief spy, Amy, who would report back anything she found out. But it wasn't just that would have been enough. It was the fact half of it, she just held over my head forever saying, you're doing what I say, otherwise I'm telling Mum and Dad. So there's been ups and downs, but one of the most fond memories I have of Amy, the chief protector, maybe this arm around the shoulder thing did come into play. I was about 10 years old, and as much as you might not believe it, I wasn't, the rugged man's man you see before you today. So yeah, I was hanging about with Jack among others, and we were just outside our house, and there was a guy probably a few years older than me. That's what I like to think anyway. He took a particular disliking to me, and it got to be physical worse than a verbals, and he pushed me against the wall. And Amy just turned into, you know, a crazy ball, charged at him. Being a girl, charged at the boy, and just knocked him to the floor, screaming, "Do not touch my brother." So, as much as she liked to make my life miserable, reporting everything back to the parents, it was her job, I guess, and her job alone. Now, I thought I'd mention Chloe, obviously, being their wedding, not just an Amy show. And, you know, she is definitely a welcome addition to the family. You know, it's nice to have someone else that can answer a question at a pub quiz, because my siblings certainly don't help. I don't mean it in a soppy way, but you know, it's almost like she sort of completes Amy, but not so soppy. She makes up where Amy's lacking, shall we say. Like Chloe, she's quite sharp. She's on the ball. Amy thought Vietnam was in Africa not too long ago. Chloe's quite a talented singer, you know, artsy and all that, whereas there really should be laws against Amy singing. And it's quite nice to have a conversation with Chloe. She's got some information to throw out there. She's quite a conversationalist. Amy, if you want to chat about the Kardashians, she's your girl. But for all Amy's flaws, she's not too bad. And I guess she's grown up alright. Like, we get on pretty well now, and she's a good mate. But I would compliment her further, but she'll know it's just not really what we do. It's a bit weird for us. So, you know, I think we might be a bit emotionally retarded, but I can't say I'm surprised. You've all met my parents. Finish off saying I am genuinely chuffed that these two found each other, and you know, they seem to get on really well, and they just go so well together. And you know, the wedding today, they both look absolutely amazing. So I'd just like to pass on to Brian now. So.